Hi there, I'm Zalora. For additional free content and to join the crew community, go to traktician.co.za. Links in pinned comment. The sign up is completely free. Come join us there. Enjoy the reaction.
Alrighty, so back to Clancy, man. 21 pilots, at the risk of feeling dumb. This one was heavily requested. I apologize that we took a break in between all of this because I wanted to do the full album, but we've got a couple of albums to catch up, not only 21 Pilot, but I just had to. I had to take a hiatus. I thought it was just too much, and I had a whole bunch of just personal stuff that I had to deal with. So I'm now back. Let's get into it. 21 Pilots, at the risk of feeling dumb, please go and join the Crew HQ, which is the Crew headquarters, the only social media page I have, which is on my own website. The sign up is completely free. It works exactly like Facebook or any of your other social media platforms. You create a profile and then you get access to the Vortex, which is you can watch additional content for free. You get access to the Nexus portal, which you can request reactions. You then get to request reactions. Also, you don't have to pay for that. You just put it into the portal and then it'll get done at random. You don't know when they're going to come, but they will eventually come. And then afterwards, you also can chat to me in the Crew HQ because that's my social media page. You can post there, you can like, comment, share, whatever. 21 Pilots, at the risk of feeling dumb. Let's rock and roll. Let's see what we got.
I don't want anyone, know me or not. See me at my lowest, you don't have to drop. Don't have to drop by, nothing you can do this time. I don't want anyone, know me or not. See me at my lowest, you don't have to drop. Anything for me, just keep your plans. I hope that you never have to drop. Used to be you and me, matching Kawasaki Z's, right around 270 in Kawasaki T's. Dual fighter jets, matching energy. Trying to forget that we're in ejection seats.
Oh, fire, bro. That is fucking fire. It used to be just you and me. I'm not entirely sure who he's talking about. It could be just him and Josh. It could be him and his wife, whatever else. But literally in Kawasaki T's. And it literally says two jets, right? Matching energies, forgetting that we in ejector seats. That is fucking so clever. But Tyler Joseph in his writing is something frightening, right? He's one of the artists that just do it better than the majority of the fucking artists that we have out there today, right? Because it literally, for those who literally like to go into the lyrics, for those who like to sort of introspect a little bit and see a little bit deeper into the actual poetry over there, he's literally saying that, you know what I mean, the psychology of that is literally aborting the mission. So when shit's flaming out, right? Your life is flaming out, the jets are flaming out, you're in those ejector seats, you might not need to use them now, but that's always at the back of your mind. It almost feels like at any point I can actually, I can opt out of this fucking thing. And that's the ejection seat sort of analogy being played over here. So we're matching energies, so we're kind of in the same space, right? Where we both feel like we're not ready, we're trying to stay distracted, right? So we're trying to keep ourselves moving, we're trying to stay distracted. We don't want to sort of bury down into this cockpit because it's gonna feel too claustrophobic. We're gonna pull the ejector seat, which is can kind of say the ejector seat on life, or the ejector seat on prosperity, or the ejector seat, or whatever it is, right? We can abort it because it becomes a bit too real. So let's just stay distracted and keep looking at the horizon. I like that, right? I like that, and just enjoy the thrill for what it is. Also love the fact that they're doing this kind of like in a farm style type thing with the bales of hay, right? Which kind of almost feels like, rolling up those bales of hay is kind of like a mundane thing. It's also something else that keeps it's kind of meditational to a certain degree, where it's like keeps the mind distracted. It's just rolling on and just, going with it. Essentially, it's this vicious circle type vibe playing into the actual hay, and there's nothing beautiful about it, right? It's just sort of dry grass, that's dry hay that's just being rolled up, right? And that accumulates in life, once you sort of get all of it, you literally just put it to the side and you just pile those up because it's never ending, and that kind of feels how your burdens kind of feel weighing down on you, essentially. I don't know, that's just my introspection. I kind of can run away with it.
So please keep it in mind.
love the way he's playing with that drop, drop, drop. Almost feels like drip, 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 right? So it's almost like this drip in the glass where things are just getting, you know, slowly, slowly, slowly. That glass is actually filling up and it's becoming too much. It's kind of like, I don't want people to see me drowning. That's when I'm at my lowest, where I feel like I'm just too overwhelmed. And people are like, I'm just dropping by to see how you're doing. I don't need you to drop by, because by you dropping by adds another drop in my fucking cup. Do you know what I mean? So I think he's playing into that, which I think is very fucking cool, because he feels guilty about that. He feels guilty that you can't do anything this time. So even though you feel like you can help over here, I know that you can't help. And by me knowing that, I kind of feel like, you know, what are you doing here? Like, what is your angle? I'd rather just be in my own space. Come on, Fire.
If I'm being real, man, don't know how I feel, man.
I love this over here where Tyler Joseph is actually on the road, right? Because that's just literally the metaphor for life, essentially. But this over here, this plays into who Josh is in his life as well. He's the one that bridges this entire thing, right? He's the one that is the actual overpass on a very sort of like dark and lonely road that he was on. So it could be a song about him and Josh himself, essentially. But him being on the bridge and Tyler being under the bridge kind of also shows that, you know, when he was down, Josh was there. Josh was above it. He was the one that there was another way, even though this road had no turns or whatever else, right? There was another way, right? He bridged that gap. I don't know. That's at least my introspection.
If I'm being real, man, don't know how I feel, man. About you sleeping so close to a weapon you conceal, man. Those night terrors are not something to take lightly. I know that it's a risk saying this, don't fight me.
Fire, just the way he fucking says that, even the alliteration on that, even the way he fucking... It's just brilliantly constructed over here. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know how you feel about sleeping next to a concealed weapon. You know, when you sleep, man, because those night terrors can be vicious. It's like, it's almost like, you know what I mean, you always at the edge of possibly wanting to take your life, and maybe you will do that. Maybe you will do that not in a lucid state, right? Which plays into like life is as dark when he's sleeping in his dreams as it is in real life, essentially. So why in real life, when you know that, would you put a weapon that could cause harm to you in a lucid state could also cause harm to you in a sedated state, in terms of like actually being asleep, because those terrors, right, could make you do what you want to do. And you could vice versa that as well, right? That you could literally say that there's sort of either way, it doesn't matter, right? There's no sort of yin to this yang, it all just feels dark, right? So anyway, carry on.
I don't want anyone, know me or not. See me at my lowest, you don't have to drop me. Don't have to drop by, nothing you can do this time. I don't want anyone, know me or not. See me at my lowest, you don't have to drop me. Anything for me, just keep your plans. I hope that you never have to drop.
I love that. Just keep your plans. I hope that you never have to drop, right? Don't change the order of this thing. Do what you do and let me do what I do, right? And let's hope that you never have to drop by, right? And he might be playing into like the droppers in terms of like dropping out of favor with someone, or actually dropping in your own life, like you're trying to ascend and you just keep falling, essentially. That might be a little bit too far, but it's very, very cool what he's doing over here, specifically when he's talking about the drop and then he literally ascends himself to the top of a building, right? So you're talking about grassroots level when you're standing on the little farmhouse, where now he's now fucking risen. He's now literally at the very top, and the same can still apply, right? You're only ever one step away from falling off, right? Regardless if you're falling off and only falling this much, or falling that much, or falling 50 stories, you're still falling. You're still gonna have to pick yourself off the floor, right? And I would argue that the higher you go, the harder you fall, right? My grandmother always used to say the tallest trees fall the hardest. Be careful with how you grow your roots. So I think that's very cool. I like that. Anyway, carry on. Drop
anything.
fire. It's also coming from a very prideful place, right? Where he says, I don't want to be of inconvenience to you. I don't feel that you need to drop anything for me, right? So don't, at a drop of a hat, come to me, right? Because I feel like it's not going to make a difference, and it's going to cause more anxiety for me or whatever else, right? It's going to play into my vulnerabilities, play into my insecurities. So I never need you to drop. Let me just keep on with my distractions. Let me keep on to keep on, right? And let's just hope that you never have to drop by, essentially. So I like the song. What I love about what they do is they can take very dark perspectives, very dark thoughts, and actually put it into a song that's super uplifting and make it relatable to you so that you can digest it, metastasize it, and then literally play it into your own life without feeling like you've been fucking crushed by the weight of a fucking heavy, hard inducing fucking song. So very, very clever. They do this all of the time, which I absolutely love. Anyway, carry on. Super, super, super cool. Absolute. But 21 Pilots does this. This is why they're my favorite band, because they're just so clever with absolutely everything. And you go back to the song, start from the beginning again, and you're going to find a whole different meaning. You're going to find little bits and pieces that are stuck in nooks and crannies of this entire fucking video and this entire lyrical play that he's doing over here, and find something even more introspective, because that's just how they write, and that's how true fucking artists who stand the test of time, that's how they write music. But we don't have many of those today, but thank God we do have them. I love you all. Please stay safe, please stay healthy. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.